I'm Austin.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm Damien.
And we're Teens Talk Hockey.
Fans watching it right now. Quick whisper. Look at the effort of not just getting right in feet of on the arm. Goes. Ovechkin trying to drag it through.
Hello, Teens Talk Hockey fans. Today we're going to be talking about the good old Detroit Red Wings.
Obviously, Josh is a no-show except for this episode.
Yes, we have a ghost here. It's a ghost.
It's a
Guy-
stranger.
I'm back. Sorry, I'll be back for I'll be back for the next 3 episodes.
Including
Well, there'll be Florida in between. I think Minnesota.
Okay, so I'll be back within the next 5 episodes.
Wait, no, Minnesota's after.
whatever. Josh is here.
I'm here, and I'll try my best to be
He's
here
gonna
all the
try
time.
for the 30 teams. He'll probably be here about half the episodes.
I'll be here for at least 15 of the teams.
Basically, the criteria is if you're a big market team and you're an original 6, it's basically, and you're Canadian. That's basically the criteria for him being here.
So, sorry for all you little teams that I don't really care about. I won't be here.
So yeah, just now that you guys know that, let's get on the road with the Red Wings.
Stay tuned.
Team of seniors. The Detroit Red Wings finished 5th in the Western Conference. They were solid. They were 6th on defense and 6th on offense. 248 goals for, 203 goals against. But they lost in the playoffs.
Yeah, and aside from losing in the playoffs, they had a very good pick. It wasn't a first-round pick because, as they have in the past 10 years, they've traded it away for somebody else. But they picked Martin Frk in the 2nd round, who was actually projected to be a first-rounder.
It was a steal. It was a real big steal.
He was, and he filled their spot for right wing, which they need.
Yeah, and going into this draft, he was considered a top 10 talent.
Yeah.
Not a top 10 player, but a top 10 talent in terms of skill and all that.
Mm-hmm. He was a great steal and a great pick.
The Czech Frk. Don't butcher that name and make it profane. There's a message to you, fans.
The Detroit Red Wings lost in the first round in the playoffs in 5 games, I think, to the Nashville Predators. That's all that really matters, and they're declining very quickly from Lindstrom's retirement.
I agree, the Red Wings did have a subpar playoff. They're losing in 5 games to the Nashville Predators. I mean, they didn't really get anywhere.
Yeah, like, honestly, their regular season was average, and they lost in the first round.
And also, do you think the Red Wings are going to struggle without Lindstrom?
Lidstrom, the pronunciation is.
Sorry.
Yes, they will. I mean, their defense now has a lot of holes. I mean, they did get Brad Stewart back in the offseason, which is a very solid defender, but he's no Nicholas Lidstrom.
I can't believe you didn't call me Don Cherry this time.
I just did. Don Cherry. There I did.
Shut up.
Anything to add, Josh?
I think ever since he retired, they've been declining each and every year just a little bit more.
Let's hope their fantastic draft of Martin Frk can
Maybe.
step in a year or two.
I think the next draft they have, they should definitely keep their first rounder and take the top defenseman they can.
They need a draftee.
Hey, now that Lidstrom has retired, do you think that makes the Red Wings look younger?
Younger, possibly.
I suppose, but their team's still pretty old.
They're all around between 30 and
Zetterberg,
35.
How can
Datsyuk and
How
all
can
that.
senior citizens compete with the NHL? Like, seriously.
That's why we call them the senior team. Questions are next.
Stay tuned. Henrik Zetterberg. He is a good offensive player as well as defensively. He got 22 goals and 69 points last year. And also he won the Conn Smythe in 2008 when their team won the Cup. And when you win the Conn Smythe, you're the most valuable player in the playoffs as well as the team.
Johan Franzen was the team's best goal scorer. He had 29 goals for 56 points this season. That's a very respectable total. He's a very good clutch player, and he plays till the very end of the game, and he never gives up. But whenever he scores, he looks like he's mad, all the time. He'll score an overtime goal, and he's like, yay. It's flatline face. It's hilarious.
Pavel Datsyuk. Oh, he's such a good player. So much skill, such slick hands. Oh, so good defensively, so good offensively. Just excellent. I mean, man, I love this guy who would play in the Canucks, but he doesn't. Pavel Datsyuk, so slick, so much skill. Oh, so great. He had 19 goals and 67 points this season. I think he was really close to a point per game. Fantastic player. Pavel Datsyuk.
I'd have to agree with both of you guys that Zetterberg and Pavel Datsyuk were the team's best leaders and the best scorers.
And they're one of the youngest players on the team, as well as...
Youngest?
Yeah.
Oldest, maybe.
No.
They're both 34 years old.
That's pretty young for the Red Wings. Like, they're senior citizens.
Yeah.
And also, they're talented, too.
Hey, you want to say someone who's young, you can talk about like Brendan Smith or
Nah, he sucks.
Or
Jimmy Howard, he's young. Is he?
I suppose
Point proven, no one on their team is young.
except for Brendan Smith.
Yeah.
But he sucks.
And Martin.
Brendan Smith is really good.
And Ferk.
Not to me.
Ferk is young.
Yeah, because he hasn't played a game with the team yet.
I guess so. So he's not officially a Red Wing.
Yeah, so they have very good players. Red Wings have lots of firepower. But they are in decline.
How old is Zetterberg?
34.
34, 35?
And Pavel Datsyuk?
34, 35.
I thought they were young.
No, they're...
For the Red Wings, they are.
Yeah, but...
You've already mentioned that.
Yeah, I know.
Questions are next. Questions.
Stay tuned. My question for the Red Wings is, would they have enough skill left in the tank because they're aging?
Yeah, I guess if they get old, they eventually have to retire. And my question is, will they have enough of a physical presence on the ice this season? Because they have no true enforcers.
My other question is, would half the team retire in the same year?
That would actually suck for the team.
The Red Wings are going to have a big void in this blue line this season with the retirement of Nicholas Lidstrom. Because that's like a guy that's like irreplaceable. You get like a guy like that like once every 2 generations.
Man, you sound like a little boy with a stroke. But anyways, I have to agree with you. You can't fill an all-star spot. Like, you're never going to get the same skill level, the same potential ever again.
I mean, you're replacing a legend. I mean, you don't get it. Rarely that happens. Like, a team maybe gets one of them in the history of their franchise. So, yeah, it's like...
Unless, of course, you're Edmonton.
You got a couple in just in a very, very short period of time. Canucks have had only one. Who? Pavel Bure.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's our predictions. Let's discuss them now.
You know, it's possible for someone to fill in that spot for Lindstrom, I think.
I guess, but there's never going to be, like... It's not like there's ever going to be another Gretzky.
There could be.
I guess so, but... Every year there's a superstar that they're like, oh, they're the next great
they're
one.
called like generational players. You only get those like once every 10 years.
We never know.
So.
We never know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like there's legends and then there's like super legends. Like Lidstrom's a super legend. Like you know, like a player like Gretzky, Lemieux. Like you get one of these players like once a generation. Like this generation it was Crosby. The 90s it was Lindros. The 80s it was Lemieux. Gretzky was never drafted, but he was late 70s, I guess. And Bobby Orr was the late 60s. And you get one of these players like once every 10 years, like a super superstar prospect.
And then there's like the legends like Yager and all the other guys.
Yeah, Mahal.
Alright, do you got anything else to say about our questions?
Yeah, they don't have a whole lot of physical presence, do they?
No, they don't.
Except for Cromwell, right?
Cromwell.
You just got Cromwell.
Cromwell.
Yeah. No, you're doing it wrong. He usually goes like this. Butt slam!
Anywho, what do you predict for next season?
I predict they're going to be around third or sixth in their conference.
I predict 4th, 5th in the conference, and maybe between 7th and 10th in the entire league.
Alright, that's a very solid prediction. I'm going to say probably about 6th or 7th. Because I see that void of Lidstrom dropping him down a place or two in the standings. Because he does have that much of an impact on the team.
And also, I don't think there's not going to be much hope for them in the playoffs. Like, they might reach round 2.
Because if they're going to be 6th or 7th, they're going to get eaten by like a team like LA or Chicago or
Vancouver.
Just watch
what in the first round.
Guys, didn't you watch the playoffs this year? That's what we all said about LA, and who won the cup?
Yeah.
LA, but this is different. LA's a young team. Detroit's an old team.
Anyways, they can possibly pull off round 2.
Yeah, I guess.
But I think they can get a solid playoff spot, that's all.
Your predictions, Josh? Wait, didn't you already say them?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. Okay,
But
so...
up next, we got the Oilers!
Yeah!
Woohoo!
Oilers! Go Canucks.
Shut it!
Good. Yeah, so stay tuned.
We'll have Edmonton coming right up.
Maybe.